Welcome to the Kare For Kūpuna Podcast, where we dive into health, wellness, and vibrant living of our cherished kupunas. We are thrilled to take you on a journey exploring everything from health and wellness tips, deeply rooted in the spirit of Hawaii, to navigating the intricacies of retirement, preserving our rich culture heritage, and fostering vibrant communities for our elders.
Whether you're a kupuna yourself, a family member, a dedicated caregiver, or simply someone passionate about supporting and uplifting our elders, this podcast is for you. Each episode is crafted with love and the intention to inspire, inform, and celebrate the golden years. So sit back, relax, and join us on this meaningful journey as we care for our kupuna.
Aloha and welcome to another episode of Kare For Kūpuna, where we care for our kupuna. I'm Lani.
And I'm Trina.
And we are your Kupuna Care Girls. And today we will dive into the topic of high blood pressure and knowing your numbers. I mean, every time you go to the doctor, one of the first things they check is your high blood pressure, right? So have you ever asked them, what are those numbers? Like, what do they mean? Well, what is high blood pressure? It's also referred to as hypertension, and it's when your blood pressure, the force of the blood flowing through your blood vessels is consistently high. And it's known as the silent killer. So most of the time, high blood pressure or hypertension has no obvious symptoms to indicate that something is wrong. And the best way to protect yourself are being aware of the risk and making changes that matter. So know your numbers and make the changes that alter, that protect your health.
Yeah, I learned a lot by researching this too. So high blood pressure medication is very important. Your professional or your doctor will prescribe to you a blood pressure medication if you are in one of those risk factors. But I didn't know that diuretics help your blood pressure as well, removing the excessive sodium or salt water from your body through urination. These are sometimes called water pills. So I just thought it just diluted the water from you, but I didn't know it actually helped with the high blood pressure. And what is it? They also have, there's a whole bunch of acronyms here, ACE and the ARB, which helps relax and open up the narrow blood vessel and lower your blood pressure. So those are types of medications that help with that. And I'm not even going to attempt to say what the names are because I'm just going to butcher it.
Yes, and we're not medical professionals here. Disclaimer. Yes, and understanding the numbers, as I mentioned earlier, it's very crucial. So there's two terms. So there's systolic and diastolic numbers. And I had to look up how to pronounce those words. So systolic, the top number, is the higher of the two numbers, and it measures the pressure in the arteries when the heart beats, so when the heart muscle contracts. And diastolic is the bottom number, the lower of the two numbers, and it measures the pressure in the arteries where the heart is resting between heartbeats. So yeah, I learned something today.
Yes. And so a normal heartbeat is less than 120, which is the top number, over 80. So tips to manage high blood pressure is, of course, eating smart, eating a healthy diet, eat the color of the rainbows, eating fruits, vegetables, nuts, beans, those help lower your blood pressure. Also, movement helps as well, physical activities. Join a pickleball team, softball team, a hula class even. There's so much of those activities going around, probably somewhere near you. And a lot of times it's very affordable, if not free. Weight management is also something that a lot of insurances cover. Also, like if you're part of a clinic, they probably have a weight management team or class. And then there's also other programs out there, part of like Hui Malama, that has programs that offer weight management. Then there's also, another tip is not to smoke. Every time you smoke, vape, or use tobacco, the nicotine can cause temporary increase in your blood pressure. So if you're ready at one of those borderline hypertension, stage 1 or stage 2, it's very critical that you quit. And there's a lot of those tobacco quit lines that can help you prevent that from happening and help you quit. Also, sleeping well. Short sleeps, less than 6 hours, and poor quality of sleeps are associated with high blood pressure too. So sleep management is also a very important role in managing your high blood pressure. Fact is that high blood pressure and hypertension puts you at risk for heart disease and stroke, which are the leading cause of death in the United States and affects about 1/3 of the adult population nationwide and right here in Hawaii. So these numbers are not just nationwide, but these are for Hawaii.
Great tips, Trina. Thank you. And there are consequences. So consequences of high blood pressure is often the first domino in the chain of domino effect leading to devastating consequences like heart failure. High blood pressure can cause the heart to enlarge and fail to supply blood to the body. Heart attack, damages arteries and causes them to narrow and stiffen. There's kidney failure. And we have an episode on kidney failure, kidney disease. High blood pressure can damage the arteries in the kidneys and interfere with their ability to effectively filter blood. Stroke, there's high blood pressure can cause blood vessels in the brain to burst or clog more easily. And vision loss. High blood pressure can damage the vessels in your eyes. Yeah, so all of these
that's
consequences.
Scary.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a team effort. It takes a village to raise children, but it also takes a team effort for your health. So you want to also be a main advocate for your health because you know your body well. You want to talk to your doctor, work with them on controlling your blood pressure. Maybe you have to get on medication, start healthy habits, know your numbers, understand where you're at on the chart will really help figure out what you need to tackle as far as your journey going forward. Start to track these things, keeping a log of your medication, your blood pressure levels, even questions that you have for your doctor. Say, hey, I noticed a spike when I ate this, or I noticed a spike when I took my medication, maybe in the evening versus the morning. Just taking notes like that will help you on your next doctor's appointment to kind of narrow and tweak your health efforts to get your blood pressure under control. And so knowing yourself is the overall key. And, teaming up with your provider, teaming up with the community and seek help. We can't do this alone a lot of times. So it's out there. There's help out there. Get educated. Take your blood pressure in control. And so with every episode, we like to end with a joke or a quote. And of course, so I got 2 today. So I'm not old. I'm just chronologically gifted. Why do senior citizens love to garden? Because they have a lot of time on their hands, the herb time.
I get it.
Where aloha meets wisdom, one podcast at a time. Hui ho. Until next week. Aloha.
Aloha. Mahalo for joining us on this episode of Kare For Kūpuna, where we explore health, wellness, and vibrant living for our cherished kupunas. We hope you found inspiration and valuable insights.
Remember, your support can make a difference. 20% of all proceeds from our podcasts go to a nonprofit organization here in Hawaii dedicated to helping seniors in our community. If you'd like to contribute, visit our website at www.careforkūpuna.com and make a donation.
Are you a brand or business looking to align with our mission? Consider sponsoring our podcast. Visit our website for more information on sponsorship opportunities.
For those with stories to share, we invite you to be a guest speaker on our podcast. Head over to our website to express your interest and become part of the conversation.
Last but not least, stay connected with us by subscribing to our email list and following us on social media at Kare For Kūpuna with a K. Join the Kare For Kūpuna community to stay updated on all things related to health, culture, and creating vibrant communities for our elders.
We appreciate your time and look forward to welcoming you back on the next episode of Care for Kūpuna.